What do you say now? This hell broke loosey. I got a little bit fired up today on another gun debate. I'm going to start it with this. There are very few of us total anti-gun people on the left. Total anti-gun. There are very few of us. But us very few enrage and scare the shit out of the extreme majority gun people. Y'all don't want a balance. You're like the church. You want to be the only damn voice. I started a debate today. I put down my views, my evolutionary views. Time. How very short a time our guns have been here on a scale of time. And various things. And I was respectful talking with a pro-gun person who's a friend of mine. Here wades this dude in telling me that I live in a box. Fuck you and anybody like him. Your radical murder of children in Sandy Hook by guns are murder machines, and if you say anything different, I'm going to dismiss you as being totally fucking ignorant. A gun is for one thing, efficient ending of life. Bows and arrows were mostly for hunting and sometimes self-defense. I've never been shot at by a bow and arrow. No one's ever attacked me with a knife, but I've been shot at 4 times with a gun. My brother got his head blown off with a gun. My uncle had an innocent accident. Gun went off. Guns kill all by herself. You just let that son of a bitch hit the floor. And it shot him through the head. My nephew's wife's head was blown off by a gun nut. I am experienced. I have been in every hard ghetto in the United States of America and spent nights and days there without arms. I have prevented 2 child abductions by myself, one against an armed man, one against an unarmed man, with no gun. Guns are not necessary to protect the innocent. Guns are necessary to protect the sensitivities of people in fear. And a lot of anti-gun people are afraid of guns with good right, because only a fat-ass pussy can have the power to sit back from the ease of his car or couch or whatever and point and shoot into somebody's life. Where that same guy ain't going to get up and come at me with a stick. No. But any shithead can pick up a murder machine and point it and shoot it. Okay. I'm an anti-religionist strong. If I see my community going rotten, an atheist, anti-religionist, some community going totally shitty, violent or whatever, I ain't afraid to clean up my community. When Sandy Hooks go down, when Virginia Techs go down, when Columbines go down, the responsible gun owners do not stand up in rage. You all do not clean your own house out, and for that I have contempt. Why don't you clean the idiots out? If you're so damned responsible, why don't you demand cleaning the house up so that there are mentality checks for people that own guns? First question being, how old is the earth? And if the answer is 6,000 years, you do not mentally qualify to own a fucking gun because you're mentally deficient. How about you all start standing up and cleaning your own house out and never getting the junk of the very, very small minority of radical non-murder people? How about that? In America, the most radical thing you can be is end all murder machines, from atomic bombs to 22s. Y'all don't want a radical non-murder voice. You don't want one. It scares the hell out of you. But you won't clean up your own house. Here's the other thing. Never ask for respect from me in this day and age when you can cite the Second Amendment and don't support the 14th Amendment. You either support the whole fucking Constitution or you don't support any of it, asshole. Until you can tell me what the separation clause of the First Amendment means, do not talk to me about your Second Amendment, asshole. Most of the people who are against the 14th Amendment in America right now are pro-Second Amendment. We are so stupid as a country, the Second Amendment is the only fucking amendment. What's the 16th Amendment? You don't know. Get off of it. You're not patriots. You don't know the damn Constitution. You're fear-based, hungry to shoot somebody and call it self-defense. There's a ton of evil goes on with guns to 1 pound of good. Every now and then, somebody prevents a crime. Women rarely prevent their own rape. The statistics for accidental murders or deaths going off, women being killed by their own gun in their own house, are dozens to one woman saving herself with a gun. You all have bought the bullshit. Guns make everybody less safe. Everybody. That one kernel of good is like that one word of truth in the Bible. It ain't worth it because it's surrounded by blood, heartbreak, and I have a sister that died of an overdose because she never could get out from under the sin and damnation of the church. She felt guilty her whole life, but she couldn't follow the Bible, but the sin took. My brother was murdered. My brother's been dead twice as long as my sister. I'll never get over my brother murdered. Somebody had the audacity to me today to say, maybe if you experienced gun violence. I am the radical small voice on the left. End all guns now, from atomic bombs to 22s. Y'all outnumber me. There's 10 pro-gun pages for every anti-gun pages. The cowards outnumber the fearless. I'm not asking you to believe what I'm saying. I'm not asking you to agree. But I am challenging you to see the necessity of, you're going to have extreme murder. How many kids done been killed since 4 in Benghazi? Just in schools. Hypocrites. Bastard hypocrites. When are you going to stand up and clean out your own damn side of the aisle? Until then, I'm going to stay radical, get rid of guns from everybody, because as long as there's guns, there'll always be bad people having guns. And if you use the logic that it takes good people with guns to stop bad people with guns, that's a domino effect. It's a multiplying effect. It never ends, and that's exactly what the puppet masters NRA wants. Everybody with guns, because there's big bucks in guns. There's big bucks in coffins. There's big bucks in the bullshit that you all buy. We made a mistake 2,000 years ago because we weren't educated. 2,000 years ago, an educated person meant you could sign your fucking name. We're educated now. We got a really good chance at correcting the mistake that happened 2,000 years ago that created the fear, the superstition and shit that led to guns and wars. Most of the wars in the last 2,000 years have been religion-oriented. George Bush bombed Iraq in the name of God. We got a chance now to use all of our new information, all of our expanded intelligence, all of our education to make a different kind of decision, to say enough mythology, enough murder. This is evolution. So many atheists claiming that man's always been bloody and always will be bloody. You're a biblical-minded dude. You're biblical-minded. That's all there is to it. It's in the Bible that says this is the way it was, this is the way it is, and this is the way it always will be. Evolution is for change. Morality was higher in cultures before organized religion. You all can't learn that. You all will not get that through your head, that morality was higher before organized religion. That organized religion took human morality and sunk to the bottom of the sea with it. It also gave us warfare when we don't need it anymore. There was a time when warfare was explainable, but not anymore. There was a time when ignorance was explainable, but not anymore. There is no more excuse for guns. There is no more excuse for mythology. There's no more excuse for stupidity. The fact that such a small voice of radical left scares the shit out of Caliber is proof of what I'm saying. You are afraid of losing the thing that your fear needs. I don't need it. I don't fucking need it. And I'm not unique. Now, this is the way I'm going to respond to every asshole that don't know how to debate a different point of view. Out.